Docs, this is Kevin here. I wanted to go over two concepts with you today. One is funnels and the concept of that. I know a lot of you have heard of that. And then the second concept is repurposing content that you've created already. So what we did for our offices, and we've done this for a couple others, is developed a funnel for the desk worker. And this right here, what you're seeing is our landing page that we put together. This one is specific to some of the content that we developed that maybe we would change out for some of our clients, but this will show you exactly what we're trying to do. We would run a compelling Facebook ad to try to get the person here. With that Facebook ad, we would also try to target people that are working in office settings and things of that nature. So the first thing they would see when they come up is what we're trying to get them to download is the free ebook. So last year we developed an ebook called the Desk Jockey Manifesto. So all they need to do is enter in their full name and email, and they can download the ebook. On this particular landing page, we have three ways where I can try to capture their attention. This is our number one and our the one that stands out the most that we're trying to get them to download. The second part, as we go down, is, as some of you know, I do have a podcast called The Modern Desk Jockey. So I'm trying to get them to subscribe. So that would be another way for them to follow us. I do, although this is kind of a national podcast where I'm targeting desk workers and corporations, I do push this out locally as well because I'm trying to position myself as the expert with desk workers. So this is a second way of trying to get them into our audience. And then the third is down here where it says ready to take your self-assessment. So I'm going to click on here and kind of show you what we put together. It takes them to our website. I've already done this. I'm going to go through this briefly, but basically they answer these questions and it generates a report and sends them to them. It was a little bit of a complicated algorithm, but Dr. Wasserman on our staff is really good at that. So that's our third way of trying to give them value and at the same time capture their information so then they fall into our email drip campaign and then subsequent emails. The other thing here is we just have some information. Again, we're just trying to provide some value. But we put together a 6-minute video on desk ergonomics so they can learn everything about ergonomics there. So that kind of wraps up the funnel component of this. We're really trying to capture their attention, give them value, and obviously get their email address or have them subscribe to the podcast. The second component is what I talked about was repurposing content. And last year in 2016, my staff and I, we have 4 doctors total. We spent a lot of time developing this ebook. Obviously, I spent a lot of time developing this podcast. We've written a lot of articles on this topic. And then from there, we can repurpose it. Obviously, I'm repurposing this Desk Jockey Manifesto as far as a downloaded ebook, but then I've taken paragraphs and topics and chapters and turned it into blog articles and put that on our website. So that's been definitely content repurposed. Another thing that I actually just started doing now is I'm having my podcast episodes transcribed, and so I'm having that done and then taking that and putting it on my article section as well on the website. So that's going to increase some of the Google SEO. And I obviously take some other topics and turn them into podcasts. Like I might take an article that I've written and turn it into a podcast episode. Or actually, I've contracted with Dr. Court Vreeland, who is an expert in the chiropractic neurology and nutrition space. And from there, he's writing us one article per month. And then I take that article and I also kind of narrate it and turn it into a podcast episode and then also put that on our website. And so it's just a lot of different ways of creating content and then from there repurposing it. So just wanted to kind of run that by you guys, give you a little bit of ideas of on funnels and then also repurposing some of your content.